qué?
From falling down on my
Anytime actors are on the doing interviews and trying to make people want to watch their show, that's usually the job of the actor. You make your product, content, whatever you want to call it, and then you go in front of the other cameras and say, "Oh, I love this show. It's great, blah blah blah," and try to get people who probably have never seen your show to come in and watch it. And you want to, and here's the key part, you want to keep people who already watch your show to stay. That's the part that gets me. I'm a loyal Doctor Who fan. I buy all the crap. Excuse me, toys. And I even watched all of Jodie Whittaker. But, yeah. I watched all of Jodie Whittaker, even though it was painful, and I did it sober. No alcohol or anything else. But then you get actors that are limited in basically the brain cells of what's going on. And they are limited in their understanding of fandom. A lot of, just like with Star Wars, and what else was there? Star Wars and the Marvels and all this other crap that the production companies decided they wanted to change radically all the stuff. You know, who do we really want a gay Batman and a gay Superman? I'm sure there's a small niche of people that probably want it, but not the regular viewers, the people that buy comic books and watch Marvel movies at an insanely sadistic, sick rate of buying like hundreds of dollars worth of comic books and buying the videos and the Blu-rays, everything else like that, and then going and seeing this movie maybe like 3 or 4 times in the theaters. But when Ncuti Gatwa said this, it's when he says, as for what he had said to the people accusing Doctor Who of going woke, quotes, as you can see, simply because the franchise now has a diverse lead, Gatwa told the trade, which I'm reading this off of comicbookmovie.com, but this is an interview I believe he did with Variety, now has a diverse lead. Gatwa told the trade, don't watch, turn off your TV, go and touch grass, please, for God's sake. Well, Ncuti, your wish is our command, because it's, as you've seen, people are leaving in droves. And even though you simpletons at the BBC or in the entertainment industry think that the only bloody reason, see, I'm using British, so you can understand it, that you think that the only reason people are turning on you is because you're black and you're gay? No, it doesn't work. Because if it was because you're black, then how does Denzel Washington, Morgan Freeman, and even Smith, Will Smith, sorry, I should edit it out, but I probably won't, because I'm lazy, all have extremely awesome careers? Or how about, hold on, one god darn more thing. How about Neil Patrick Harris? Does him being gay affect the people that love his characters and go see movies and TV shows that he's in? Is he the best part of How I Met Your Mother? Yes, he is. So, you're a moron. The reason I'm going to stop watching Doctor Who is because of the content. Hold on. This is where I get into the part. There's going to be spoilers. Not that anybody gives a crap about your spoilers. Alright? Okay. Good for you. Alright, let's go with Space Babies. What is Space Babies about? Well, him and Ruby land on a space station. The space station is basically used as a baby farm. But, as with the new Doctor Who, everything... they're not even trying to just be covert about their political ideology. everybody who's ever watched, seen, or read science fiction or fantasy knows that authors have a tendency to work real world problems into their fiction, and which is fun too, because then it's just like with George Orwell's Animal Farm. He explained socialism by using farm animals, because if you just put it out there with humans, people will suddenly put up shields and just not really pay attention. But if you use farm animals to get your message across, people are more acceptable to it because they're farm animals. Does that make sense? I don't care. Anywho, so space babies, they get in there, they get into the space station. It's basically a baby factory, and it made some kind of sense because there's certain cultures that can't reproduce or won't reproduce or been totally eliminated, and there's just like a little bit of DNA that they can try to rebuild the society through babies. Acceptable. But when they finally get there and they find the babies that have been abandoned for 7-9 years or something like that, because the corporation that was running the space station abandoned it, with all the babies still in their little pods, and the babies that have been that have been born and are now taking care of themselves. But it turns out that there's a computerized nanny that's been taking care of them. But it's not just a computerized nanny. There's one person who actually stayed for all those years to help the kids. Should I mention that as standard that it's a black woman? But I don't care. It's just that something you would normally not even think about it until you start to really think about what the production company, RTD and everything are trying to get across. Normally I wouldn't just didn't even notice, didn't care it was a black woman. But it's problem is that when you start to see how they're doing things, you start to going, oh, the person happens to be black. So so the corporation abandoned all the babies to just die, because in the story they start saying that it just wasn't profitable. So all the people left, leaving all the babies alive and well. Just let them all die. Okay. So, and then also, and actually, I think Shooty actually says, I'm not going to call him the doctor. Mrs. Doctor? I don't know. Shooty's character says, oh, it's because of capitalism. Okay. Well, bam! There you go. There's the message. You didn't see, but I put my fingers up and did the air quotes. Because I'm lame. And of course, the monster of the week is a creature that is literally boogers. The booger monster, in which he would kill because it's scaring the crap out of everybody and this, that, and the other thing. But then when they finally get him into the air hatch and they're going to blow him out into space, he starts having flashbacks he was abandoned himself and he's the one and only of his kind, and the booger monster. Why does that feel like a Saturday morning cartoon? The booger monster. Actually, probably on Adult Swim. Anywho, they try to destroy him, but no. Shooty I can't let him die because he's the one only of his kind, made from baby boogers. So, make a short story long, he saves the booger monster, almost killing himself. And then, at the end, everybody's all happy and the booger monster is all happy and smiling. But then when they decide that they need to take the space station baby farm to a planet, they realize that they can use okay. They used the old diapers that are piling up and accumulating in the garbage system the space station doesn't have any power to move. So they open up the disposal the trash compactor, and they release it into outer space, effectively sending the space station towards the planet that abandoned them, projecting poop. It's the poop generator. We all know about using diapers and And the methane that is built up from decomposing poop. Yeah, alright. So, there you go with that one. The Devil's Chord. Which is, I kind of liked it. I really did, but then there was the little bit of things. Such as the maestro, the villain of the show. I was thinking about putting up the clip that... and where maestro is basically the god of music, I guess you could say. And it's played by a guy dressed up like a girl. And then there's also a line in where the music teacher shows the kid how to play the Devil's Chord that brings the maestro to life. And then the music teacher, maestro comes out of the piano and sits at the piano, and the music teacher says, here we go, ready? Here's the biggest offense. This guy, no wonder he died, because it was a white guy, of course. He had to die because he misgendered maestro. He said something like she, and then the god of music, a god says, "Oh, I'm they them." All right, that's one of the things that was like, oh, come on, did you have to do that right at the beginning? Could you save it to like the end for your stupid transgender messaging? Fuck. All right, did you catch me saying the F word? Okay, good. It's all right. And then the whole thing is about how music saves the world. Without music, the world will go into be a post-apocalyptic bloody standard crap that you get from the entertainment industry. Oh, without movies and without entertainment, we're all gonna die. No, we'll just start reading books or something. Ooh, ready books? Did anybody really read a book anymore? And let's see, what else was and of course they had the Beatles. I don't like too much of the Beatles songs because I think they're overdone. They were just overdone, and they're just, people pushed it so much. But none of the actors even resembled the Beatles a single bit. Okay, use some of the money that whatever the hell you're using. Special effects are pretty damn good, I would have to say, except for the baby one where you could tell that the baby's mouths are moving, but their face isn't agreeing with the way what their words are saying out of their mouth. A lot of people have said this. Let's see. That's good. All right. This was the one that I thought, that's like with the Godfather entrances, like they pulled me back in. This is the one that did it. Stephen Moffat. I was thinking, okay, Steve's pretty good. Some of his stuff can be convoluted, but it's actually pretty damn good because he actually knows what's going on. No, he's not. He goes right. What is it with the writers? I mean, they are aware that we want a story. We don't want to be preached to. We don't want to be told how to think. I don't care that Ncuti is gay and black. Think of it this way. One of the most popular characters on Doctor Who is Jack Harkness. He's about as gay as you can get, but he's fun, and he doesn't push his agenda. Well, actually, Jack Harkness is probably trisexual. He'll pretty much screw anything. But he's funny, and just the character's well developed. Even though when he's on Torchwood, he's a little bit of a darker character than when he's in Doctor Who, where he's comic relief. Okay, boom. For some reason, the Doctor and Ruby land on a war planet. Why did he land there? We don't know why. What was the reason? Nope. Just let's just put it this way. It's a little like that one Star Trek episode in where the planet was actually, they sell weapons of war on this planet. Remember when they went down there and they're shooting and it turned out that everybody on the planet was dead, but yeah. So, yet again, they're please, Moffat, I know you've got some creativity. I love Dr. 11 and the most bizarre thing with the crack and everything. Not like crack, but a crack in the wall. Thank you. So this whole thing is it turns out that the company which they Voltros, or I can't remember the freaking name. I just don't care. Anywho, so the whole planet is designed for war. It's the company XYZ Corporation is part of the military industrial complex. They got folks, the humanoids that are on there are fighting a enemy that they don't see, that's all in the fog, all because they want the humans to buy the weapons to fight an enemy that isn't there. Okay, and yet again, Shooty says capitalism and blah, blah, blah. You'll find out about capitalism. Oh, yes, you will, because what's going to happen is that the BBC is going to lose their licensing, and then you're going to have to go do commercials, and yeah, because do you want a paycheck? Then you better get people to watch your show so they can watch the commercials so you can get money. I don't even think it's going to... They even though they already filmed season 15. I'm not saying season 1 or 2 because the reboot with Doctor Number 9. Okay, I can understand them going for season 1. I'm not doing that. Sorry, that's dumb. I'm not just like all these other, like the shill Doctor Who channels that just go along with everything they say just because they get tickets to go see premieres and all this other crap. Not me. I probably couldn't even get there anyways. Oh, Uncle Matt, we want you to come and see a new episode of Blah Blah that's in London. I can't. I'd love to go. And since I have no pride, no self-esteem, yeah, pay me the money, pay me to get there, pay for my trip, my plane ticket, pay for my hotel room, and I'll watch it. I'm not going to, if it sucks, I'm going to tell you it sucks. I'm not going to go and say, this was the most amazing thing. It made my heart go pitter-pat, and I cried, and I now understand. No. So, let's see. Boom. The Doctor steps on a landmine. There's several things that just didn't make sense, as a lot of people have said about it. Why was he on War Planet? Why did he end up going there? Was he called there? No reason. Just boom, he's there. Boom, ha! No pun intended. So, Mr. Gatwa, here's my TARDIS. See, it's got the St. John's emblem on there, which means this is Doctor Number 11's. Doctor 11. Do you understand me? Doctor 11. That was when Moffat was at his prime. Now it sucks. And this is me taking your advice, Shooty. Shooty, I'm listening to you. I hear you. I hear you. And guess what I'm going to do? That's right. What am I going to do? I'm going to touch grass. R.I.P. Doctor Who. 60 years. Okay, bye.
I think they are too stupid to get the message.